This Meditainment production is brought to you today by the Samurai Aquatics and Decor Metaventure. Scan that QR code or click that link in the description and dive yourself headfirst into the Samurai Aquatics Discord server to pleasure your peepers on our current and future range of outdoor decor.
Established in April 2021, Upland Development United is the oldest and most exclusive and transparent no development collaborative in the Upland Metaverse. Contact Morecheese and Shaktilyn for more information. Warning: this podcast is produced by Metaverse Ventures Entertainment and contains unsolicited and heavily biased opinions which are solely the views of the individuals involved. It does not include investment advice of any kind, and you are responsible for undertaking your own financial, including tax liability research relevant to your own individual circumstances.
Taking over the Upland. Upland Development United. Total meta domination.
Thank you for listening to and or watching the UDU podcast. This is year number 2, number 96, presented by Metaverse Ventures Entertainment. Stepping in as my guest while Ben68 is away in Japan, we have the lovely Shaktilyn and myself, Morecheese, featuring co-host Dak, Joe Lives, the agency TB125, members from the Upland Development United team, and general Upland community members. Shaq, what's going on today?
Today's show is recorded live on either Tuesday the 4th or Wednesday the 5th of March, depending on where you're at. Reminder that if you want to join in live with us, access to the weekly Zoom is via the MVE server, Discord server, and the link to that is in the description. Today, we'll be catching up on some crypto and Upland news and running through our co-host segments, but our main topic will be UDU's 2nd anniversary and the beginning of our 3rd year of node development.
Woo-hoo.
In summary, we will be touching on general Upland and community news by Morecheese, Block Explorer news,
Which is still a vacant position.
which is a vacant position, legit news by TB125, the node report, which the position is vacant. So if you want to do a segment, please let Ben or Cheese know. URL cars and racing report by Dak, NFT news, drop it like it's hot by Joe Lives and the agency, AKA Rob, and DTech, and the UDU anniversary. Let's go over to Cheese for some Upland stuff.
All right, so we had some doozies this week. So we had Mavion, which was an okay Twitter live. I thought it was just okay, but from there, I was able to see Randy Zuckerberg. It's always nice to hear people from Upland talk. So I was very happy to hear Danny. But if you go see Randy Zuckerberg's Twitter, she has this really awesome project for hugs, and anybody could be an artist through there, and you get points for leaving really good reviews on other people's stuff. It's really quite sweet, and I really like that. The live motivated Jack to start an Upland Female Alliance Discord for women in Upland to be able to have a voice in the metaverse in a safe environment. I personally can't wait to see where that goes, what comes of it, the collaborations, the events we create for everybody. It's going to be sick. Neighborhood ratings. Woo-woo. All right, so humble brag, Bronx Tales 15. This brand new system introduces not one but 2 neighborhood rating competitions. The first competition grants one node a standard collection every month. The second competition launches after the first few nodes spawn collections and pits these neighborhoods against each other for UPX yield boost upgrade opportunities. Now, I'm glad that they did two, because a lot of people, they don't want to go against each other. So you're kind of giving two positions something to do. So you have one for one and one for the other. So I like it. I think it's really fair. I thought they did a good job doing that. The natural, and I'm just going through this fast, and later on we'll discuss this more and everybody can give their input and whatnot. Finally, natural disasters were an April Fool's. I know a lot of people were tricked by this. I knew, because it was around the same time they did their last one. I think it's cute. A lot of people got angry, but we'll see. We'll talk about that later. Shaq, how about some of them market news? Let me pull that up for you.
In market news,
If I could find it.
let's get our chart up here.
I found it. Worst show ever. Oop.
So as you can see, all of our favorite cryptos are still trading.
But look, it's green. Look at how green it is. This is amazing.
Yeah. So how do you do charts? Do you want to take this, Keith?
I'll take it. So Bitcoin is up 4.8%, which is crazy, because and Ben, I'm right. Remember, he said it was going to go back to 20, but I knew it was going to go back to 30. I could see this by the end of the summer being over 30. Definitely not financial advice. ETH, it's good. It's just good to see them all up there. Wax is just kind of hanging in at the same point between 06 and 08. Let's go down. Polygon, I'm always happy to see when they're doing well. I'm a big Polygon fan. Shiba, I've been really interested in Shiba lately because it's so cheap. Come on, man. It's a lottery ticket waiting to happen. And it's been trending lately in Twitter, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. We don't have Doge here. I know Elon put that as the Twitter mascot instead of the little bird. I thought that was pretty funny. So let's see, global markets last week, the change is 4.9% up, which is good. Onto the cities. They look a mess. San Francisco, oh my God, 1149 USD, UPX 23,777. At least the USD is up, but not by much. Yeah, hopefully something changes to get this going. Maybe neighborhood ratings, maybe it's just too soon to tell. Hopefully when we look at these next week, we'll see some positive changes. So, Ben, I tried my best. So let's see.
So that's the market news. And Keith, would you like
Let's talk
about Samurai Aquatics and decor?
Yes. So so in Samurai Aquatics, we actually do have some news. We recently received an updated set of specs that we're still kind of digesting. We're gonna get together as a team to process once Ben's back from holidays. At first glance, there doesn't appear to be anything monumentally different or changed or added, but we're still in the process of developing new items, and we'll have to make sure we're on the right path with those, because any small thing, they're going to make you keep changing, that can really hold you up. And when they're ready for you, you kind of have to be ready for them, or else you'll be waiting months to get anything out. Also, just a reminder from last week, it's going to take us a couple of weeks to rip down and double check the data for the signed giveaways for the holiday tree spirals. So keep bearing with us and we'll be in touch. If you have completed your tree spirals, let me know, and I will go in and just put it in and give Ben a reminder for whenever he has time on the computer. TB, let's get some of that juicy legit news.
Hello. Can I just check that you guys can hear me all right? Because I am in the middle of a snowstorm with not a lot of electricity.
Yeah, perfectly loud and clear. I hope you're safe. Yeah.
Okay, great. I am absolutely safe. I'm in Grand Forks, North Dakota, where they're having the worst storm of the season so far, even though it's basically springtime. So that threw me out a little bit today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But the good news is my phone still works. So I'll take you on a quick chat through the legit situation then. To be honest, it's been fairly quiet on that front this week. Obviously NFLPA, etc., soccer, not really much going on in that side of the world. FIFA wise, I've had a ton of sales again this week through my store. I think there's lots of people offloading FIFA legits, in like the sort of 500 to 1,000 UPX range, which makes them affordable. And there's a little bit of scope for some FIFA action when the Women's World Cup comes up later in the year. So I think some people are picking up a few things, just hedging their bets a little bit there. And I'm getting through stuff in the store pretty quickly. So if anyone has things they'd like to put up, please feel free to hop over to Las Vegas and list them, and I'll try to sort you out. Really, the only other thing is cars. Base prices for some of the lower end cars, the Series 2s, Series 4s, the USD side is dropping a little. The UPX is staying about the same. All the interest in vans at the moment. Interestingly, a lot more people seem to be interested in the cargo vans than the passenger ones. I'm guessing that's because the crates have started appearing around the map. So we'll have to see whether that is the thing that comes to the forefront first, but definitely the cargo vans seem to be the thing of much interest at the moment. And then obviously still plenty of interest in vehicles for racing as well, but I shall leave that to Dak. Has anybody got any questions for me?
I'm not really good with the legit stuff.
No, I'd say it's been fairly quiet this week. I think the legit stuff really goes up and down. Every now and again there's an announcement and things spike and people get really excited. But this hasn't been one of those weeks, I think it's fair to say. I've been focusing instead on trying to learn how to use Blender. So get back to me in a year and then I'll see whether we can talk about that.
Oh, if anybody is typing anything in chat, my chat is not working. It keeps telling me to refresh. So just FYI. All right. Over to you, Dak. Are you finished, TB? I'm sorry. I think he's done. Over to you, Dak.
Hey, everyone. How's it going?
Good.
All right. Well, it was a quiet week in racing as well. I will say that one of the new groups that I've seen get involved in racing, and it's not a new group, is Portage Park. Crown Handler has been doing a Sunday race. He has a BE Metaventure, and I know he was very interested in, once the idea of BE academies becomes a reality, training up BEs. So you can guess his race is all focused on the BEs, which is a nice twist on racing. So to race in one of their races, you actually have to have the BE of the theme that they're running. So last week they had the Travelers, the World Traveler ones, like the Detroit engine and the LA scene and so forth. The Trader BEs, that's it. This week, I think they're doing a Halloween themed BE race. So I think that was kind of cool because a lot of people have been focused on the cars. Crown Handler and Portage Park, they've been, they started to kind of focus on BEs, which I think adds that other element to racing and starts to build the whole economic model around racing that we've been talking about for a year. So I thought that was really cool, but really that was kind of the big thing that happened. A lot of the other neighborhoods I mentioned, they continue to do their races. So definitely check out all of the different servers that are out there. A lot of them are in URL talking about some of the projects they have going on. So If you want to centralize and get your information about different projects that are going on, check out the tracks, the channels, and the information that people are posting in URL.
Thank you.
Beyond that,
Oh,
this week, I got a couple more things.
sorry.
So while this week was slow, next week we start URL. April 14th, 2:30 p.m. We start racing. So it's go time. So we're excited about that. We will be posting in URL more information about where to go, how to see the races, and so forth. It is going to be the first race, and so we are going to experiment because we're going to have it as a private server so that the racers can join, but then I got to figure out how to present it so that everyone can watch. So it's going to be interesting. We'll probably follow, sort of what you guys are doing with the Zoom call or something like that. So we'll see. Hopefully Mass Chef can figure it all out.
That'll be cool. Let me know. I'll help it any way I can.
Will do. And then talking about cargo vans, Mass Chef was actually, he was offering $100 for cargo vans. He's been buying cargo vans. So yeah, cargo vans have been a lot more interesting to people than passenger vans, only because cargo vans definitely have a lot more functionality that people can see in the near future. Passenger vans, I think, will become a lot more desirable once we have more of the taxi, ground transportation functionality available and you need the Uber cars. I still think that delivering people to neighborhoods for city releases in your passenger van is going to be very lucrative, but time consuming as well. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens with passenger vans as it goes, but cargo vans definitely have got the edge. And semi trucks have always been high end value kind of things. So it'll be fun to see all that.
What about pickup trucks? What's your thoughts on those?
I think pickup trucks are fun. My one dream car that if I could ever own and afford was the Alpine White truck, the rare truck, the Alpine White one. And TV lent me one for a little while, which was awesome. Thank you. But it's, I think that those, once they kind of create the intercity racing and you have like the Baja racing and things like that and the Cannonball runs, where you can actually then do off-road type racing, that I think is when the pickup trucks are going to skyrocket again.
Yeah, I agree.
So, but that's probably not for like a year or something. So while if you can pick up, rare racing trucks, this is probably a good time to do it because they're never going to be as cheap as they are nowadays because no one is really buying them. No one is really doing anything with them. There's no real big tracks or racing that's happening around it right now. But I think once we have intercity racing and we have like the long distance Baja type racing, those trucks are going to be awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
And then I do want to do a quick little plug. Sorry, I have to mention this. A lot of people may not get to watch this, but it'll be recorded. Today, I'm doing the Perpetual Good in the Metaverse, and I will be talking to Nojek, SFFTG, one of the founders of Woodhood and DS84D. We're going to be talking about the big event. They're doing a big fundraiser at the end of the month in support of autism. It is Autism Awareness Month. And so we're going to talk a little bit about what they're doing, why they're doing it, and how they're involved in all this.
Nice. Yeah, whenever I remember, I always put it in MBE announcements that you're on live and retweet. I think it's cool what you're doing.
Thank you. Yeah, and I'm excited to hear because Nojek and Upland were they were in the second show that I ever did. And when we talked about like Upland and sort of the things that they did in Upland to raise funds for charities and so forth. And so it's nice to kind of have Nojek back to talk about this big project that they have going on. And it's Perpetual Good in the Metaverse. It's a Twitter space on Twitter.
Sounds awesome. Yeah, I know it's right. We're actually discussing it in the wine and cheese. We were trying to get the timing right. Shaq and I know I'm like, all I know is it's right after the UDU podcast. I'm able to go make a sandwich and another coffee. And then when I come back, it's on. So time it
Perfect.
like sandwich, coffee, come back and watch Dak.
Yeah, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific.
2 p.m. Pacific. All right, cool. Cool. So
Yeah, and I moved it to Tuesday so I didn't have to compete with Upix World on Mondays at 6 p.m.
there you go. That's smart. Upix World. I love that show. Like I told Shaq, it's like Cheers.
Where everyone knows your name
Everyone knows your
and
name.
they're always glad you came.
You want to be where you can see. Troubles are all the same. Come on, Dak.
Vegas, baby. Get me a drink and we'll do someone in Vegas.
We'll
Some
do
lucky
that.
folks will get to hear my bad singing.
I love it. The bad, the better. That's what
Can't-
I say.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Thanks,
And don't forget,
Dak.
April 14th, first race. And today we'll talk some Upland perpetual good.
Yes, I like that. I'm gonna throw to the hot boys. Shaq, you want to do the drop it like it's hot? Or do you
Oh,
want?
No, you're really good at that.
Okay.
I know that I would suck.
Hey, hot boys. Agency.
Just boy
Boy
today.
today. All right. Sorry. I'll be your
Yeah,
Joe.
it reminded me of Boys to Men when I said that. Anyway,
Boys, men, ABC, BBD.
welcome
Sorry.
Had me
welcome to the
singing.
29th,
We're such a
29th
mess.
episode of.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Thank you.
Let me share the screen.
Yeah. So we had a fun code drop that wasn't announced, and then that was on April Fool's Day. And yeah, so it was a little different kind of drop. It was a smaller 7,500 for standard, 7,500 premium packs. They usually have a lot more, and this drop was kind of an assortment of Freddies, and there's an egg in there, and there's even an empty box, which is kind of cool.
Every time you say
So-
box, every time someone says box, I always think of Evan Smoke when he was on the Wine and Cheese show. It was a really funny episode.
So they had 3 physical redeemables for this series, and the Grail being a Freddy with a crown and a plushie. The legendary is an egg. If you can click that drop there and see them, they're kind of cool. That empty box, though, I don't know why. I just think that's funny.
Which one? The
But-
egg?
Up at the top there, that blue.
This one. All right, let's see. Visit the drop. Oh.
Yes, that's it.
Oh.
You see that empty box?
Who's Freddy?
He's their mascot.
Oh, look at the baby Freddy. That's cute. And he's holding the devil. That looks like corporate hell on earth. We had him on the show too. All right, go on. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Kind of neat, But and then the lastly, the royalty is the baby Freddy with a crown. So if you like freckles, this one's for you. There isn't a new drop to report yet, as you can see there. But we have the link there if you want to keep tabs, but we'll bring it up next Tuesday. The next project is Nova Pangea. I believe Mike was his name, talked about it a couple weeks back there. And this is a cool project. And Monday 4/3, they continued their chapter 2 story pack drops. So that was just yesterday. So they have 2 different packs. A creator pack. It's 1,368 wax right now, or $95. And this is just at the time of filming here. And then that's a premium pack, and that affords you the best odds to get some of the best things. You get 10 cards and 2 game card NFTs with that. And then they have a rider pack that's 273 wax or $18. And that's more of like a beginner pack, but you still get 10 cards and 1 game card. So I guess what you do is you'll just redeem those in their marketplace, and then you can use that item. So that's kind of cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, I bought a writer's pack just to check it out. And so far so good, but it is complicated.
Yeah.
So definitely read the instructions.
And
So-
just to add to that, they have these live shows on YouTube where they give away a lot of stuff. So if you need like workers or whatnot, you know, there's a good chance to win them from their shows. They're very generous.
Excellent. Yeah, that guy was really nice. So
Yeah.
he had a lot of good stuff to say. So, Wednesday at 20 UTC, our noon California time, we have a mystery drop from our friends over at Tales of the Crypto.
Nice.
Also on a Wednesday, just 1 hour later, we have another deadly drop from Zombie Coin.
Oh.
And they're holding a clans event.
Really?
Now, I don't know what that means because it's not really advertised on here, but maybe people who play this game would know what that would be, you know? So, and Thursday, 1400 UTC or 6 a.m. PT, we have Skate Coin, which I'm a big fan of, and Token Girl LV. They have a collab, and it's one of their high definition skateboards. Yeah, I think it's right down there. Yes.
Oh, that's
yeah.
cool. I like that.
So yeah, gotta love their like anime style art they do. It's nice.
Yeah.
But Token Girl LV's been busy though, because she has another collab that comes out, and this one's with Limbus, and that is happening 1600 UTC or 8 a.m. PT. And this was not shown anywhere, so I couldn't find a picture, but that's coming out. On Catterday, cat stickers have an Easter cat drop.
Oh God, Easter's coming up.
Yeah. And then one more thing to mention from Tales of the Crypto as they round out the week, and they have an Easter pack. So I was, thinking to myself, are we gonna get Jesus?
Jesus.
Zombified. Anyway.
Squirrel.
Yeah. So anyway, just a thought. And that will conclude this episode of
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rob.
And Joe does say hello, but he's just been a busy guy lately. I just wanted to mention. So
right.
and he's working on something like that helps. Well, that solar tree, so you know what that does. So, but yeah, he showed me what it was, and man, it's complicated looking. So, our thoughts are with him. Anyway, have a good one.
Have a good one.
Rob.
Thank you, Rob. Now, Shaq, do you have a code phrase?
Yes, I
I love you because we forgot to talk about that, and you're so prepared. I love you.
I just found one just in case I needed to know one. So
Thank you.
all right. So without cheating, for a 5,000 Upix pop quiz and for fairness. Uh-oh.
You need some help.
Hold on.
All right.
Hold on. Okay. So I just thought of a different one. It's the only quote I can think of. Okay. Without cheating, for a 5,000 Upix pop quiz and for fairness, the first person to write down in the chat who said the famous code phrase that I'm about to drop.
Like it's
Okay,
hot.
everyone. None of you are going to get this, by the way. Get the chat window up and prepare to type. Is everyone ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here it is. A heart can be broken, but it goes on beating just the same.
A heart can be broken, but it goes on beating just the same. This is a song lyric then?
It is from a movie.
Oh, it's from a movie.
So you can name the name of the character or the actress. Or the poet. Let's see. Okay.
Fanny Flag.
I'm sure that wasn't Googled at all.
It was. Oh, but Elijah wrote it. Simone, wait.
It is
See-
Fanny Flag.
See, Prada got it.
It is from
Wait, did she? Yeah, she got it.
Does anyone know what movie it's from?
Wait, I missed so much.
Good job, Elijah. Nomad. C. Prado. Who said it first? Was it Elijah or C. Prado?
Wait, is Ben in here?
Robert Frost, Celine Dion, Nini third. Wait, Nini.
Oh, Ben 68 said it.
Kinder said Nini. The are good. I wonder.
Oh, is that another answer?
Well, let me look because it could be. Okay, so he named, in fact, Kinder named the character in the movie that said it.
Ah.
So I believe this goes to Kinder.
Oh, nice. Congrats, Kinder.
Drop it like it's hot.
Good job.
Thank
I
you.
love it.
So great job,
Let's see.
Kinder. Let me write your name down.
And that's 5,000 UPX to you, Kinder. So congrats on that.
All right, congratulations. That was awesome.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was like, because you said, is it the character or the actual person or da-da-da? So I was just like, Nini third, good.
Yeah, great job. Great
What
job.
movie? What movie is that from?
Fried green tomatoes.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I just couldn't remember what's his name, Leo or whatever, as a young.
Okay, so now let's get to the wine and win and wine of the week.
Well, what's the code phrase that the person's name?
Oh,
For
do
the
we need-
flag.
so the code phrase,
Yeah.
you want the same one that I just said or a different one?
We could do different.
Okay. The older you get, the better you get, unless you're a banana.
Oh, you're so glad Human Sim isn't in here.
That's in honor of the UDU birthday.
Nice. I love it. So I wrote it in here. You may have to scroll a lot if you forget it later. Make sure you jot it down. If you say this phrase, you will get a second last wheel spin for the chance for 1 million UPX. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So on to the wine and win of the weeks. I know Ben wrote in a wine and a win. I'll let you take this one, Shaq, because I'm scared to even look at what his wines and wins are.
Okay. All right. Let's do it. Ben's win of the week. Not only did I finally manage to get all my crate inventory set up, I can't do that, set up and sorted out on a single property, ready to go for hopefully my future meta venture called Midtown Terrors, structure
Yeah.
ornaments. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
I also managed to grind through and get all of our manufactured Samurai Aquatics inventory moved to fill up the showroom and set up perfectly in a storage property. if you know how much of a pain in the arse it is to move this stuff individually, you'll appreciate what a win this is. It's a huge win. Now, the challenge is to keep up with it all so it doesn't pile up in a big mess again. And Ben's wine of the week, April Fool's Day. It was pretty obvious to most of those who have a culture of April Fools what this natural disasters were all about. But plenty of people in the international upland community do not know about April Fools, and it didn't go over well at all. Can we just not in 2024, please?
No, Ben, can we
Maybe
just not?
Maybe put all that time and energy into something that uplifts and encourages the entire upland community instead,
But
perhaps.
that's not the purpose of April Fools. It's supposed to fool you.
I thought it was hilarious watching people get so angry.
I did too. It was like a one of those reality shows.
Does anyone else have a win or a wine?
I have a win, but I'll wait to see if anyone else has anything to say. Anybody? No wins? Come on, neighborhood ratings.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say that I'm more on the win side on this, even though the neighborhood I do, the United Center with some gentlemen, was 50th, and I was happy with that. You know what I mean? Like, we've been putting in work, a little bit, not as much as
big. Is it really big?
Not really. It's not a itty bitty one, but I don't know. I'd say it's on the smaller side, which is kind of cool.
All right.
But 2,500 props.
No,
That's a
a-
lot.
Yeah.
That's
That's a
big.
lot.
In my mind, that's big.
Okay, well,
I mean, it's not
mid-size.
huge, but like I think it's going to catch up, and you guys are going. I think everyone's going to have a chance to compete when the smaller stuff gets taken care of. Like my Bronxdale is 314 props, so like I'm number 15 now, but when everything is built out and whatnot, and I have nowhere else to progress to, I'm gonna start going up in a list, I believe.
Yeah. Well, I was considering that a win, so thank
Me
you.
too. I love it. Finsky says ratings, neighborhood ratings on is win for sure. Have been waiting for the announcement. Don't like how Metaventures affect the score, though, as Upland controls who gets a Metaventure and who not. I totally agree with that. And some players could start Metaventures just to raise score. Yeah, I agree. Anyone else? Yeah, anything that stimulates, BAMTech says anything that stimulates building, uses Spark is a win. If you don't want to talk it, you could definitely type it and I'll read it out. I'll read out my win. From the Twitter live that I was on for Wax Wednesdays last week for women creators in Web3, I received a lot of new followers and people that wanted to talk to me, have like a bit of a brainstorm. I made a few really, really, really great networks, some really important people. I'm currently introducing those people to some people in Upland, some people I know from other projects, and hopefully, there will be something really great that happens with it. And one of them might be doing, well, they said they would be joining me on Wine and Cheese show sometime. It probably won't be this Friday, but it will be in the near future. So that's my win. Let me just make sure. Oh, there's new score updates. Let's see. I could refresh this and then share it. Yeah, see, I'm not in the top 20 anymore. I think this is I'm 23 now. And I think it's gonna change as it goes. Look, Playa del Rey is number 2. Midtown Terrace is 5. Wow. Pretty awesome stuff. But yeah, I can see it updating a lot as we go. So, anything new? Century City #1.
Did I hear what I thought I heard? Cheese.
Yeah, Playa is #2.
Eso. Right. On. Hey, told you, Russell Andy, you better watch out, buddy. No, just kidding.
So moving on to the UDU node updates. Ben had this to share about Midtown Terrace. Midtown Terrace United, MTU, Midtown Terrace San Francisco, node manager Ben 68. Development progress goal of 85% has been reached. His future focus is to continue to help develop what he can and waiting for more information about neighborhood development collections. Of course, expecting lots of curveballs on the way associated with that. Embrace the chaos. I'm just going to go over a few of the other nodes within the UDU because they're not here to represent. Lone Mountain United, LMU, Lone Mountain San Francisco, node manager is PodX, development progress is 23%. Future focus, PodX is still formulating plans, lots of opportunities still for UDU members to get involved here. Ben 68 plans to begin development of his 120 properties here in June or July. So he's been steadily moving down the line of node properties. I believe he finished school. He finished Bronxdale. I think he finished something else. Now he's going to Lone Mountain. He has a lot of properties in other established nodes that he will be getting to once the UDU nodes are finished. School district. Sorry. SDU school is in Oakland. Node manager Uplando. Development progress 19.1%. Future focus. Uplando is still formulating plans. Long-term civic-minded features. I was able to talk to Uplando this morning and I asked him for a few words to put onto his node, and he says, quote, I want to thank everyone for hanging in there with me in SDU, that I am now contributing to 3 builds for anyone that has property in school neighborhood in Oakland. So if you have a property in there, put up a skeleton build and he will try to get all of them built out with his own spark. If anyone has a property they can start a build with the minimum amount and post it in a UDU Discord server, or send them a DM if you're not in there and you just happen to have a property in school in the school channel, and I will respond. Build with Crayola colors in mind. Make it fun. Also, a huge thanks to those who have built out there, and I am proud member of UDU. Red Robes Forever. Woo-hoo. Strepwood United. SWU. Strepwood, Kansas. Node manager Musita. Is Musita here? There's so many people here. I don't know. Musita, if you're here, just poke in the chat. Development progress 57.6%. That is awesome. You have surpassed Bronxdale. Future focus. Musita still formulating plans. Has a potential to become a great crossover node between UDU team and Musita's Brazilian community base, which is awesome. That is really awesome. Let's see. Century Heights, Chew, Century Heights, Los Angeles, node manager Screw, development progress 5.8. It's the newest node out there. It's pretty big as well, so it's getting started. Future focus Screw is still in the early stages of beginning some pretty massive things here, and we look forward to seeing some concentrated progress as we start heading into 2024. Last but not least is the Bronx United, DBU. Bronxdale Bronx node manager is Morecheese, myself. Development progress just hit 50%. Future focus, now that my second showroom is complete, I will be putting my efforts again into staking on builds within Bronxdale. I currently have all my spark staked in Coop's apartment build, which will be done in a little over 6 days. Big thank you to Dub Rider for sparking there as well to make it go faster. Larry, he's always sparking on stuff, and everybody else that I missed that put spark on stuff. Finsky, I know you're big on that. Thank you so much. And thank you for all the help you've been giving us in the UDU. Ben and I really, really, truly appreciate that. Oh, and Ben also finished his Strupward builds. Nice. Nice. So Finsky, Lone Mountain is his last one, right? And then he'll start going on to the other outside nodes. That's good to know. Okay. Shaq, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh my God, I've never talked this much before. Ben, I miss you. Let's do some UDU history recap. I'll give you a date and you tell me what happened in UDU.
Sounds good, Cheese.
People would think we're drinking. I wish I was. It's just water. I wish I had some diet root beer though. All right. April 3rd, 2021.
When considering the future expansion potential of the Midtown Terrace United concept, Ben 68 came up with the umbrella brand name of Upland Development United as the means of connecting two totally independent neighborhood development projects together as nodes to collaborate within a set of shared ideas and visions, etc.
April 8th, 2021, 5 days later.
The term node, as related to Upland, was introduced and outlined publicly in UDU team meeting number 1, which is still available on YouTube to go and watch. Special shout out to Screw, who back in the day turned Ben 68's shitty concept doodles into some kick-arse images.
And I'm supposed to have those images up, but I just don't. Wait, I can though. I can. Hold on. Bear with me, some technical difficulties. I'm sorry, Shaq. Here we go. All right, hold on. Whee!
I'm doing great.
Thank you for lying. I appreciate it. So those were the crappy doodles. And then this is what Screw turned it into.
Oh, nice.
Which is really awesome. Okay. UDU version 1.0 evolution.
Team meetings 1 through 13, which occurred between April 8th and June 29th of 2021. This initial version of UDU is categorized by exploding onto the Upland community in a huge way. With a rapidly expanding team of big players with big personalities, even bigger ideas, and the original iteration of players adding their community affiliation acronym to their Discord names. It was not long before we were referred to as the UDU cult. In this expansionist hype typhoon phase, we also initiated and secured several affiliations with other existing and emerging neighborhood development groups to fall under the UDU node map umbrella, and also expanded into a variety of community-focused projects. As time went by, and we saw very few of our members actually following through on their grand plans, and drama associated with community backlash against our ideas began to snowball, cracks in the core foundation of the team became apparent.
UDU version 2.0 evolution.
Team meetings 14 to 25, which occurred between July 6th and September 28th, 2021. This version of the UDU is categorized by the release of the Spark token, property development beginning in Upland, and the original iteration of what we called our Spark train. With a dedicated Spark server now open to the public, in addition to our two private UDU and UDUA member servers, what remained of the team began to be fragmented into different areas of focus. In addition to what ultimately was a flawed process for the initial Spark train, it became apparent that opening up the server to the public was a move that increased backlash drama, and Morecheese began construction on a new all-in-one server. When ready, all three of the old servers were closed and only actively engaged UDU and UDUA members were invited into the new server. New Spark train mechanics were identified, and we completed several successful build lists. A continuation of hollow members, all talk and no action, furthered community drama, along with the emergence of significant differences in the ideologies of key members. Saw several well-known players skulking off into the night and/or being actively removed from the team. We also began actively removing or limiting server access to non-active members within the server. What remained was a much smaller but vastly stronger team of committed and coordinated players. This was greatly reinforced by the introduction of stringent new member vetting procedures designed by Finsky and supported by Nubbix. To ensure we were only onboarding members whose vision and values matched our own.
I'm going to start calling him that, Nubbix. I love it.
And what is it, Nubbix? Nubbix?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
UDU version 3.0 evolution.
Team meetings 26 to 44, which occurred between October 5th, 2021 and March 16th, 2022. This version of UDU is categorized by the ongoing strengthening of our core team and a change in the logistics for our Spark trains. Whereas previously, members were able to nominate a property to be built by the trains in any area of Upland, the requirement was changed to only supporting property development within our various UDU nodes.
UDU version 4.0 evolution.
The UDU podcast number 45 to 73, which occurred between April 12th and October 25th, 2022. Having reached the second year of operations, this version of UDU was categorized by the team focusing the vast majority of our efforts on what we do best, building our nodes and supporting each other's goals. Through the Metaverse Ventures Entertainment MVE Discord server, we began exploring greater visibility and Upland community participation in our weekly meetups. Node managers were provided with much greater control over how to set up and run nodes, and several changes were also made to the process of upgrading and managing members via new roles in our server, including the production and distribution of UDU member NFTs.
UDU version 5.0 evolution.
The UDU podcast number 74 to 99, which occurred between November 1st, 2022 and April 25th, 2023. This version of UDU is categorized by one of our earliest founding members, Finsky, accepting an upgrade to the position of executive manager of the day-to-day running of the server and the team. We remain focused on continuing to build out our existing nodes and supporting each other's goals, increasing our support of the wider Upland community, and further direct engagement of the community in our weekly podcasts.
UDU version 6.0 evolution. This is the last one.
The UDU podcast number 100 and onwards, which will begin on May 2nd, 2023. Following Ben 68's return from an extended holiday, thank you to Morecheese and the UDU team for keeping things rolling. This version of UDU will be centered around merging the team into the Metaverse Ventures Alliance, MVA concept, and working with the soon-to-be-released details for neighborhood development collections. We will also continue to work heavily toward supporting the wider Upland community in many existing and emerging ways.
Thank you so much for that, Shaq. You're amazing. That was awesome. Thank you for that. So we get on to segment 3 of the podcast, which is events and giveaways. But before we do that, let's talk about the main topics that with Upland. The Mavian. Does anybody have anything to add to the Mavian subject? Anything that you're excited about? Anything that you're not excited about?
Geez, I think it's great.
You think it's great, Mr. Tid, Dr. Tid?
Yeah, no, there's so many things that can come from it. Not just the fact that it's like bridging the real world kind of topic and items, but it really shows that communities matter and how they can grow and come in and have the opportunity. And then it shows that other groups and organizations can do the same thing and can follow suit. So that really opens up a whole new kind of can of worms. And when you get into wearables, that's really going to be something else.
I agree with you. Do you think that they're going to let the Upland community also get into wearable meta ventures, or do you think it will only be outside players?
I think eventually it just makes logical sense because we have such a diverse community with different widgets and knickknacks and jewelry or what have you, and that would be fantastic, or fashion in itself. So, getting an NFT in Upland and being able to redeem it for a real world item, that's a fantastic model. So it bridges 3 different worlds, really.
I agree. I would definitely like it to be player run as well. Like I would love to have something like the shirt Shaq and I have on for the UDU to be like a wearable inside the game. That would be amazing.
That'd be fantastic. And that's really, I mean, if you look at the structure ornaments and how they've now got royalties, small, but it's a good start.
Oh yeah.
That then applies and can roll over and be a similar type model in the fashion industry and wearables. So I'm pretty stoked. I think it's a long ways out, like a long ways, but I think they have it in their sights.
I definitely agree. And Dak just says, Toss Shack wearables make sense. Tosshead already has it in real life fashion business, and they run Avenue of Fashion. Just saying. So that would be amazing, Shaq. You and Tosshead,
I agree,
teaming up. And just an update from Finsky. At everyone, the neighborhood ratings leaderboard has been updated on the site with a corrected version. There was a technical error with the script pulling the data for the board, and as a result, the results were skewed. It's been updated and should be working as intended now, just announced. That's really cool. Let's see. Yeah, MTU is in 5th now. Oh, PP is there. Where are they Finsky? Did you get that? Anybody else on the Mavion and or anybody thinking about creating fashion inside of Upland as a meta venture? Oh, that's cool, Mesme.
You know how I'm not a very good listener sometimes? Can you give like the kindergarten version of what Mavion is really going to do in Upland? Because even though I've been on the Twitter spaces, I'm completely oblivious.
I'm going to be honest, as I always am. The Twitter live was a little fluffy. It sounded just like a lot of politician talk, a little bit like, oh, you're great, I'm great, we're all great sort of thing, but they didn't really get into many details. From what I understand, they're a fashion they're into fashion. They just recently had a fashion show that Dr. Tid invited me to, so thank you for that. And they want to work on fashion within Upland for our avatars.
Okay. And I don't understand the allow list.
So they have, so one of the things they did also speak to were outdoor ornaments. So they were going to get into that sector of the business as well. The pass that you're talking, they have two things going on right now. They have a giveaway where you tweet, retweet an image, and then you can win an NFT from them. And then they have this whitelist process going on for current NFT holders, maybe on NFT holders, where you can get in on the whitelist for them in order to, they've already secured secondary price markets throughout Venice, and they're going to offer those to their whitelist for about a 90% discount because the prices were pretty crazy. So like starting at like $20 US or something. So they want to make it affordable and try to get as much interest and traction in that area as possible. If that
Thank
helps.
you.
Yep.
Thank you. And I don't know how to say your name, Dr. Tid, or is it?
That works.
Right? What do people normally call you?
Yeah, they call me that. Yep, or Doc or
Okay,
Kid.
okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, so the Mavion NFTs are quite expensive. And so
Yeah,
for
they're
a
about
member
90
of,
bucks, I think.
yeah,
I think
so for $90 or more for an NFT,
so it's not just an NFT. So they have, if you go and take a look at their site, they have a kind of a unique model, whereas every month they do a redemption where this month it's a certain NFT or product in a certain area, and you can take that NFT and go and redeem it for the actual in real life product.
oh,
Yeah, so they have a really unique business model. They've been around for about 4 years. They've got pretty strong leadership in place and connections in Web 3.0 and other spaces. So they have a really good opportunity to, join the community, get some feedback from the community. I mean, to what extent, I don't know, but it seems like Danny Brown is really for it and involved. So it's moving forward.
great. So for a established player in Upland that already owns lots and lots of properties and say perhaps doesn't want to trade an NFT in for a product, would you say that it might be better to go ahead and let the Mavion followers do the allow list so that they can win their first property in Upland?
Yeah,
Like-
that's really what I think, but it doesn't really hurt to, I mean, support the project if you believe in it or whatever, do your own research and such. But really, this whole marketing program is designed to get some excitement in their community, show them they're moving forward, put forth the idea that you may not own land in the real world, but you can own land in the virtual world, and here's the community and here's what we're doing, and you can participate too, and we can build off of that type thing. So they do have plans to move into the wearables, but that's going to be a ways away as well. So but they're building a factory and a showroom, and they've got some idea of what they're doing, but I think it'll shake out as it moves along.
Okay, thank you. That's kind of, I was thinking of leaving those properties for the newcomers and just keeping my name off of the allow list.
Yep.
That was my thought. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tid. You've been coming to the UDU podcast now and offering so much great information. Thank you for that, by the way.
Did you by any chance see that there's a new building, the commercial building structure in game?
No.
Yeah,
Commercial.
yeah, it's a new build in Brazil, I think it is. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you have sharing abilities if you want to share it, or if you want to send me a link to it and I could share it.
It's the Los Grandes Commercial Partnership Building.
Ooh. Oh, wait a second. Is that for the esports?
Esports.
Yeah, esports. Yes.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. So that happened.
Wow. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I say get C Prado to talk about it.
See, Prado, do you know anything about this? No, she goes, no. Aw.
Esports guru.
All right. Well, if you want to type something out and I could read it out in a bit. We could move on to neighborhood ratings.
Did Upland announce the Los Grandes partnership yet?
No, it hasn't been officially announced yet.
Okay.
Typical Upland, make you look.
Sitting on their hands, yeah.
No.
Well, I think they like the fact that they get a little bit of buzz and oh, look what I found, and then it kind of builds organically, and then they go, "Ha, you caught us."
Yeah.
Jack, doesn't that sound awesome?
That sounds really awesome, Jack. I'm liking that idea.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but that's normal for me. Neighborhood ratings. What are your thoughts now that we see that they've been updated to be a lot more clear, a lot more showing, what it's supposed to be showing. I think everyone in here is happy. I've seen a lot of excited people saying that that they're happy. BC, welcome. Your Playa del Rey is number 2.
Yeah, congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you, guys. It was number 2 in LA, but number 20 on the whole list.
No, it's number 2.
It's number 2 now.
Oh, wow.
They updated it. Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's huge.
And I heard it here.
You're here. Well, yeah, that's great. Congrats to you and Century City. This is going to be fun. I have a feeling this is going to, bring a lot more activity. Hopefully they just keep putting stuff out like this, but I'm hoping personally that this is the beginning to STEM. This is the beginning to building utilities, and a lot more great stuff. So
I'm hoping that everybody will stay relatively sane and reasonable. And, this isn't the end all be all, in my opinion. It's one additional aspect of Upland that I think can really help stimulate the economy. And I think that for node managers that want to compete in this really heavily, it's going to require a tremendous amount of their time and effort rallying the troops, just like we do for the Halloween neighborhood competition. And for those that have time to do that, that's excellent. Some people, I guess I would say, keep your eye on the ball. If you're working on other projects, there's no reason why this has to derail everything. Those are just my thoughts. This is awesome. Community-wide, Upland-wide, this is an amazing, incredible development. And we will all eventually get there, in my opinion, if we work steadily.
I agree with you.
Toward a goal.
I agree with you.
I personally would encourage node, cross-node collaboration, where, I'm looking at Bellarose, where Creedmoor is located, and I'm saying Bellarose as a community is huge, and we have a lot of work to do before we're going to be competitive. So wouldn't it be cool if there's a friendly collaborative node out there that would like Creedmoor's help? Somebody who's higher up on the list, maybe it would make sense for Creedmoor to help right now and see if we can get them bumped up the list. And then wouldn't it be nice if that same community wanted to help Creedmoor once we get Bellarose higher up the list? So I'm hoping that people can stay sane and stay friendly and have a collaborative attitude about this. I know that some won't. But
Yeah.
that's my hope, and those are my thoughts.
Well, Shaq, if I can add to that, that's great. That's what's happening in the NFT space, period, right now. And so you can see that coming at the NFT NYC. The groups are saying, or individual groups, they're all coming together and saying, we're open to this. We want to work together. We want to make standards. Like we're in it to win it. We're not, just in it for ourselves. So if that translates across into Upland and across neighborhoods, I'm all for working together. I think it's sweet.
Yeah,
agree.
me too.
Aw, I love this.
And if I can add on that, Nomadon and I had a meeting with us being the Sunrise Node. We had a phone conference this weekend with folks in Paradise and downtown, and folks that own businesses in Vegas, about how we can all collaborate. So I just wanted to throw that out there, that's something that we see as essential. And an area like Paradise is so big that they're unlikely to be able to win some of these competitions, but they're willing to help us win, which I think is great.
That's cool. Yeah. And
That's
then when
great,
they get
Mesme.
more, when they get more filled out, then like you can repay the debt. And like, it's just, I like it. Like I did it for Creedmoor with Shaq and for Halloween. Like I was nowhere near the top, but I saw she was. And when I think of Halloween, I think of Creedmoor, and and it was just a no-brainer for me, really. So yeah, thank you for sharing that, Shaq. That's definitely something that I'm looking forward to as this progresses as well. That's awesome. The only thing to talk about next is the April Fools. Were you fooled? Were you not? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you want to get rid of it like Ben?
Get rid of what?
The April Fools that happened, the disasters. I don't want to get rid of it. I thought it was cute.
I would say I wasn't against it as an idea, and actually had a whole business plan for it already.
Yes, that's what you got to do. I love that. That's business minded. That's what you got to be, that entrepreneur that sees that glass half full, like I think they could take it and they can do it in the future. We talked about this on the Wine and Cheese show, Shaq, and it was really fun, like coming up with different ways, like let's say instead of your stuff being destroyed, put it for a really stupid amount, like 500 UPX if you lose, but you have a certain amount of time to get ready, and you have a certain amount of materials already, but then you could buy more if you wanted to, and it's strategic, like a defense game.
I thought that it was like, hello everyone. Like
Hi,
it
hi,
was
over
a
there.
good opportunity to like engage the community within, like how are we gonna prepare? So yeah, I thought it was a good idea.
It's activity, right? It
Yep.
brings people in to actually play, but I didn't like that your property would be completely destroyed. I do think that maybe like a silly amount, like 100 to 500 UPX, if you weren't able to prepare for it, sort of thing.
What I wish is that there would be some level of trust in the community, because some people heard it and thought it's the end of the world and it's a money grab and they're going to destroy everything and we have to start from scratch. And I never felt that way, because they're not going to break the game. They just aren't. And so if it had been real, you have to know that it's going to be introduced in a reasonable way that actually helps the economy and helps bring in new players, right?
Well,
they're not going to screw it up. And so
I think there's a certain element that looks for any reason to crap on Upland.
I agree with you.
And that was basically a reason for them to snatch on too quickly to crap on Upland. But if you really looked at it creatively, like Morecheese said, there were a business opportunity. Like I looked at it as like property and casualty insurance, right? That's the first thing you think about, right?
Right.
And I could
So-
see Dak doing that.
Yeah. I mean, so to me, it was a fun thing. It's April Fool's. Everybody kind of knew it was April Fool's, but the knee-jerk reaction, you know, I thought it was actually pretty funny watching people flame out on Twitter about it.
Yes.
Totally.
Yes.
It was hysterical.
I definitely agree.
I will say that I figured it was going to be an April Fool's joke, but it had something, it's been something that's been discussed for a very long time. There are other individuals out there that had started insurance companies and were promoting it in community projects in the Upland server. So the idea of something like this is not far-fetched. It is actually not technically too bad for the game, because right now the game doesn't have a lot of mechanisms to drive an economic model.
Yeah.
Right. And so it needs to come up with new ways to create more economic development around this insulated economy, right? There is, the economy is so insulated that there is no market crashes and ups and downs, except maybe in UPEX, in Spark, right? Spark is the only one that it was open to the market, and you saw the price of Spark go from 40 something down to 15, 12, 10 UPEX per hour, right? And that was the market reactions to, what's out there and what's available and so forth. I think that disasters would have actually have helped the Spark economy. And I'm not saying go out there and destroy people's assets, right? And a lot of people were like, oh, I paid for this and you're going to go and destroy it on me. And they were really pissed off about all that. But I didn't think it was about all that. I just really thought it was about creating planned obsolescence, some attrition, and some dynamic economic engines. And to me, there was a lot of potential. So I was a little disappointed that it was an April Fool's joke. But again, like everything, one of the things I did at first was I had so many questions about how it would roll out and so forth. And so maybe the fact that it's an April Fool's joke for now is good, because I don't think that Upland community and Upland itself was ready for a real business model that talked about destruction or attrition or impacted people's economic model.
Well, what if it was a market test disguised as an April Fool's joke to see what the reaction of the community would be?
I like that.
To gauge. Yes.
Something that I always like to think when bad news or like something that you don't like is announced, is that it's gonna happen to everybody. Like, it's not gonna happen only to me or to certain people. It's gonna happen to everybody, and eventually somebody's gonna thrive, so that could be me.
I thought that it might help drive a rental market, because currently I'm not sure why somebody would want to rent one of our properties, because you can easily buy a property with a structure on it, and sometimes it doesn't cost very much.
I see,
so,
I see the
If you're renting somebody else's property gets destroyed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I see rentals more like event driven. Like, let's say, for example, like Elijah has a race at the Real Node LA, and there's like you have to be in one of the buildings there, structures there, in order to view it live. And then you would go there and you would see the rents, and you would have this whole list, and you could choose where to go and what perks you get. Like, maybe some people, if you rent here, you get an NFT, or if you go here, your name is in a drawing for a certain amount of UPEX. Like, for me, that's how I saw rentals.
Okay.
Would be awesome.
That's a cool idea.
Upland, are you listening?
Well, Elijah's already set that all up in the Real Node LA.
Yeah. No, that's why I mentioned him. Like, every time I have an example, it always goes to Elijah.
So back to the April Fool's joke. It was a good one. It was well done. The host, I think the entire staff was in on the joke, and they kept the script, which was good, because that made it a lot more fun for everyone else. And I don't think that this rules out the idea of disasters in the future.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't. But, well, that was a good discussion. That's all the Upland events I have. Let's get on to last week's challenge. To celebrate the second anniversary of the Genesis node, you were tasked to take the most epic screenshots from somewhere in Midtown Terrace and post it in Twitter, making sure to tag at Ben_UDU, mentioning happy birthday Midtown Terrace and using the hashtags #Genesis Node and #Upland Meme. Unlike our usual weekly challenges where the winner is chosen randomly on a wheel of names, this one had a 50K UpX grand prize that was picked by Ben. And a weekly wheel will give everyone who participated a chance at secondary prize, which was 1,000 UPX for every entry up to a maximum of 20,000. The entrants were Jazzy Jazz, Mesme, Umbrella Boy, Finsky, Catmaster J, Bamtech, Mike 10, Shaktilyn, Dr. Tid, Laban, and Maui. So that's 11 people and 11,000 UPX for the wheel. Let's see. Now, the winner of the 50K is Laban, who took a very similar shot to Umbrella Boy, but managed to capture and highlight a lot more of some of the development on and around 30 Aqua Vista Way. Special shout out to Jazzy Jazz, who took a number of great shots, including another flyover video. Let's see, before I get to that, I want to show the Laban picture because it was so cool. Hold on, I'm singing. All right, so this was the shot that Laban took and put on his Twitter. That's
a great shot.
That's a great shot, right? It has like this. So that's really cool. Boop. And then let me get my wheel for the people who participated, because we also like to do that. I have 3 wheels up because there's going to be 3 wheels today. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. This is my weight music. All right. So does everybody see this wheel?
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So here we go. A little Ben in the middle there. Woo! That's Austin Powers. Mike 10's the winner. Mike 10 gets 11,000 UPX. Let me just put that in.
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World, party time. Excellent. Oh my God. I was quoting Austin Powers yesterday on a really important call too. I don't know if that was ideal, but the person laughed. Mike 10 won the 11K.
I think you quoted Austin Powers on the Wine and Cheese show too.
It's a great, Austin Powers is a great movie. That's not my bag, baby. Here's a book that says that this is definitely my bag. Oh yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. Oh man. So this week's challenge, Shaq, tell us what this week's challenge is.
All right. To celebrate the 2nd anniversary of the first node builders, Upland Development United.
Woo-woo.
You are tasked to create some form of artwork. AI generated but altered or added to in some way is okay. But anyway, artwork that celebrates UDU beginning its 3rd year of node development. As with last week, post your entries on Twitter, making sure to tag at Ben68 _UDU. Mention, quote, UDU begins 3rd year of node development, end quote, and using the hashtags. Hashtag first node builders, hashtag UDU, and hashtag Upland me. Only one entry per person is allowed. Unlike our usual weekly challenges where the winner is chosen randomly on a wheel of names, this one will have a 100,000 UPEX grand prize, and Ben 68 will pick his favorite 3 entries. And those 3 entries will be put to a vote by the UDU team within the UDU server. The weekly wheel spin will give everyone who participates a chance at a secondary prize, 2,000 UPEX for every entry, up to a maximum of 40,000 UPEX.
Wow.
That's right. Up to 140,000 UPEX could be available for this challenge.
Woo-hoo.
Hey, Cheese, give us some updates on the Wine and Cheese show.
So I know some of you are wondering what happened to the whole twat waffle thing, right? Don't be a twat waffle, Ben. I did forget it, but I didn't forget it today. So for episode 78, Morecheese was joined by fellow Metaverse powerhouse Shaq to catch up on the latest Upland Metaverse. And oh wait, yes, we dived into a lot of stuff, Web3 sector news and events, blah, blah, blah. One thing I forgot to do in the last episode was the twat waffle, which I will do now. The twat wafflers are Cassatra's Moon, BAMTech, NFT Architect, D Gaming Club, Mesme, Mike 10, and Joe Wilson. You each have a chance to win 50K UPEX from the Wine and Cheese prize wheel. And I have a special thing to give out as well for whoever wins. Let me get that wheel up. I'm really sorry I forgot that last week. I forget, but it'll always get there eventually. All right, let's get that wheel up. So this is for 50K. You guys see the wheel?
Yes.
Okay, so I forgot to do shuffle, 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 shuffle. Boop. Let's see who wins. Anyone who wins is cool because we like you all. Oh my God, Mike 10 again. Wow, Mike 10.
Wow.
Good job, Mike 10. Reach out to either myself. Well, reach out to me if you can. Let me know who you are. Yes, BAMTech, we will have the hashtags in the description as well as all those details and description. But I will do that as well. So let me put that for Ben. Wow, grats, Mike 10. Mike 10 also won the 50K UPEX twat waffle prize. I love it. All right, and let me get that for Bam. I either think of Bam Bam from Flintstones or Bam Bam Bigelow.
WWF.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Da, 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 da.
It's real.
I mean,
It isn't.
It's a soap opera.
Exactly.
It's a soap opera with violence. How can you go wrong? You can't. It's impossible. So I put that in the chat here. We will definitely have all the instructions in the description as well. I'm personally somebody who needs to read stuff. If somebody says something to me, it's not going to stay in my head. So I totally understand that. Let's see. Where do we go from here? Quips. Let's go to Quips. Quip stands for questions, insights, provocations, statements. If at any stage you have some Upland or UDU related quips that we could dive into on the weekly UDU podcast, then let us know. Let us know what they are via a Google form that will be in the description as well. Actually, I'll put it here in the chat too, just so you guys have it. And it's basically just stuff we can discuss on here, questions you may have. that while they can be submitted anonymously, which this week's quip was, if you include your Upland in-game name and we use your submission, we'll send you 5,000 UPIX just for writing a question or making a statement in the quips. All right, so this week's quip is from an anonymous player. How many people are actively partaking in Upland activities outside of treasure hunting? Do we have a way to measure this? I own 2 of the 6 Metaventures in Las Vegas, and during the most recent Metaventure raid, I only had 5 visitors to each property, implying that almost nobody is active or aware of the events, which was especially surprising since there was negligible cost to take part. It got me wondering whether there is significant variation across different cities, and if so, why might that be? So I'm going to actually put this in here so you guys can read it as well. I think personally, Upland can do a better job with the events. I know as soon as you get on, it goes right in your face. I have the habit of just going close, right? I mean, yeah, that is, I blame devil's advocate to myself. That is actually a pretty good way to advertise. It's kind of put it in your face as soon as you open the app. But yeah, maybe talk about it a little more. Maybe have a specific channel for each event that people can like rally the troops around. Also, you can even do this yourself on your own Discords, right? So if I had a couple of Metaventures and I wanted to let people know about this, I would make sure that I was saying it in every chat room, make sure if I did and I do have my own Discord to get it out there. Dak. Or are you just high-fiving me?
I have an opinion. Can I express an opinion? Oh, I'm sorry, Dak.
Yeah, no, I was raising my hand. I don't participate in the events because I don't like to travel unless it's something I want to do. And so a lot of the times, the reason I don't participate, and I am active in Upland, I just don't participate in events because if I'm in Rio, I'm not going to fly to Detroit or to Vegas or to Queens to participate in an event that I might have a chance at when others are being a lot more engaged and doing a lot more in that area or whatever it is. And so the events don't attract me to do things beyond what my plan was wherever it is I'm already at. So I don't do events because I don't travel.
My response goes along with Dak's, which is I don't even know what the reward was for the Metaventure raid, but it wasn't anything that was enough to catch my attention and make me want to stop what I'm doing, pay travel expenses, and figure out where on the map these Metaventures are. I personally need larger prizes from Upland if I'm going to stop what I'm doing to participate.
Totally agree. The prices are cheesy. No pun intended. More cheesy. but I will tell you that in this particular activity, I've got a Metaventure in Queens. I had a ton of people visit my Metaventure. In fact, it's a football Metaventure, which has fallen off the face of the earth market-wise. It actually sparked about 30 sales. Wow. So I think this particular one was city dependent. It's in Queens. Queens is very active. Anything in the metropolitan area is very active. Las Vegas doesn't tend to have the same amount of activity, I think, than some of the other coastal cities. But I agree that these alerts that come from Upland are somewhat buried. And you have to sort of, and I'm the same as you, Morecheese. When something comes up, I'm like in the middle of treasure hunting or something. I just like kill the thing, don't even read it, figure I'll read it later. But I hope they actually do more of these, because I think that if they do it right with better prizes, right, more incentive, it can help to, in particular, spark activity in the meta ventures for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So yeah, maybe LA is just not as active, or LA is quite big, you know, like maybe some people went to some, but they didn't want to waste their cents. And that's also another thing. A lot of people do the treasure hunting, and the prizes are really kind of whack.
It's like
So
10,000 up picks, and they're given to 10 people or something like that, which is, when you really think about it, if you've got 25,000 active users, that's pretty lame.
It is lame. It is lame. I definitely agree with that.
And Rio, you know, where it's like $4,000 to fly. Why would I do that?
Why would you do that? Risking your odds of winning are what? Let's see, what are they, about 8,000 to 1, right? So, you know, seriously?
That's true. Yeah, it's true. It's all good points.
Yeah.
So there you go, Anonymous. If you want to get 5K out of this, just DM me, somehow, like show me that was your quip, and you'll get 5K. You don't have to announce your name, but just show me or Ben your name, and we could get that out to you. I just want to read a good idea that Michael, aka Trendy Pop, had. We need an air mile system with prices for traveling a certain amount of miles per month season. That's really good, like those credit cards with mile rewards. Yeah, Mesme has the same reason, like she didn't do it because the price was so low and chances of winning was so minimal. Dr. Tid says Upland needs to have an event center, utilize the trophy for current and upcoming events, improve this equals improved participation. I definitely agree. So I see people dropping. Let me get to the 1 million UpX wheel. Don't leave any more people. All right, let's see. I'm going to get the wheel of names. I have been putting in names as we have been here. So this way, everything is set up and ready. I have 19 names. There's 18 people, a few people left. There's no new people. I made sure of that. Instead of looking to take out the names, I'm just going to roll it. If the person's not here, then we'll just roll again, just to save some time. All right, let's see. Share that. All right, so here are the names of everybody in the chat right now, and I'm going to shuffle a bit. And then let's see who will be playing for 1 million UpX. Boop. Maui, is it Maui? Ah! Maui, you have been chosen.
Nomad's name was not on the wheel.
Oh, he wasn't?
No.
Oh my God. That's not good. All right, hold on. I'm not going to do it again, but I will do something really nice for Nomad. Shoot. Sorry about that. Sorry, Nomad. Oh no. All right, hold on. Is Maui here still? Maui is still here. I'll do something really cool for you, Nomad. Actually, let me just see one more thing. Hold on. Where we go. All right, let me just see one more thing. If I spin it again, what will happen?
We can't see the wheel.
Oh, shit. Now we actually won again. Hold on. Fuck, cheese. What the hell is wrong with you? Now we actually won again. I just spun it again and with Nomad's name in there. Where is he? Where is
Oh, there he is. I see it.
And now we actually won again.
That's amazing.
Now we should go buy a lottery ticket for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, she should. I almost want to spin the names again to see if she gets it a third try. Oh, shoot. All right. So let me get the names up, the wheels. Maui, are you able to speak or do you want to just type in the chat?
She already did. Up here at 111.
Oh, and you said the thing, the older you get, the better you get. Good on you. Good on you. Getting the wheels up. Bear with me. All right. Does everybody see this?
Yes.
All right. So Maui, let me get my chat up. I trust you, cheese. Oh no. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. Let's see. Let's see. All right. So no 1,000 UPIX will definitely be going to the next one, I assume. All right. This is a lot of. I usually time it for just before the half part, but the wheel always changes it on me. Well, at least she went up. Oh my gosh. All right, so the 1 million one. You sure you don't? You have 2 spins. You sure you don't want to say when on the first one? All right, let's see. Before, it's okay. I'm going to do it right before the bend face. Come on, 1 million. Oh no, it's a cheese. Dak, I never sent you your cheese last week. So even though you're getting the next spin, I'm definitely going to give you more cheese NFT. And then we do another spin. Wait, I got to refresh this so it spins on its own. All right. So if I went before there and it went there, I would have to go maybe on the cheese. All right. Come on. Oh, everybody wins. Everybody wins. So everybody wins. Let me take a clip out of that because Ben will be like, blimey. I don't know. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. And then I'll get to you. And I remember Dak needs one. I'll check your wallets to see what you're missing. Okay. New podcast host. Maui. Oh, yes. Perfect. Oh, wait, Laban. You're giving her your prize? Aw. All right, let me just put that. That was really nice of you. That's cool. Look at that. This was a really great freaking episode. Oh, let me just get my notes. So I think there's nothing else to do but to get us out of here, Shaq.
All right. A reminder that to go in the running for 1 million UPEX wheels, you should be in the Zoom at the start of the show for the snapshot. You need to be paying attention at the middle of the show to catch a code word, and you will need to be here at the end when the wheel spin starts rolling. If you have an Upland, NFT, or Metaverse product, service, or event to promote, opportunities are available for sponsorship and engagement in the UDU podcast. This includes feature spotlights on the UDU podcast or long-form deep dives on the Wine and Cheese Show. Contact Ben68 or Morecheese to discuss and secure your spots. All proceeds go toward giveaways and prizes on the podcast. Please check out our sponsors, co-hosts, and other links in description to help support them and the show. Like and subscribe, rate and review, spruik and spam, all that good stuff. Wrap us up, Cheese.
I love you guys. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for the support. Happy birthday, UDU, and stay fresh, cheese bags.
Are you looking for some of that quality outdoor decor? But you got no freaking idea where to go? Oh, come on over to Samurai Aquatics and Decor for all your outdoor decor needs. Got yourself an empty plot of boring virtual real estate in the metaverse, do you? Yeah, just delete that. I'm still not ready, sorry. Got yourself an empty plot of boring virtual real estate in the metaverse, do you? Or maybe some kind of crappy ramshackle building that, I don't know, needs a bit of extra spunk to it or something. And stop mucking about and get yourself over to Samurai Aquatics Discord to see all our available stock. We've got loads of different decor to spend your pretend money on. We've got saunas to fire you up, and ice baths to chew you the fudge out. Literally stock coming out of our ears. Grills, swings, seating, and more. So much more. And if we don't got it, give us a buzz, and we could probably make it. Get yourself on over to Samurai Aquatics at 30 Aqua Vista Way in Midtown Terrace, San Francisco, lickety split, and gorge yourself on outdoor decor.